What's going on, guys? Dimension Scott back at you with another video. Please consider hitting that thumbs up and subscribe button if you like what you see. And in today's video, I'm about to show you guys most of my entire PlayStation 3 and PSP little collection. I already showed you guys my PlayStation 4 collection. You can go on my channel, check that out. And I have a couple of games stored on my PlayStation 3 console I can show you that are digital. I will get to those at the end of the video or something. And I will go into much story depth about each and every one of these games, my story, my life experience with these games. And if you are a gamer like me, well, you found the right place. I talk about Blu-rays, DVDs, video games, unboxings, all that kind of stuff. If you're into that type of thing, then do not hesitate. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe. So starting from the top. So, kicking off here, the first one I'm showing you guys is Dragon Ball Z Shin Bukata. What is Dragon Ball Z Shin Bukata? It's a Dragon Ball Z fighting game. I'm a massive fighting game, and I also love Dragon Ball Z. Shin Bukata is actually based off the Fusion Reborn movie, you know, with Janemba. You got all the villains that the Z fighters have encountered escape from hell because of Janemba. You got the back here, you got Broly, the original Broly. I think that's Gohan. You got Janemba versus Vegeta, or perhaps Majin Vegeta. And here it says here, a single player story mode based on hit movie Rebirth of Fusion. So I'm assuming that's Fusion Reborn, where, you know, Goku and Vegeta, they're dead, they're in Otherworld, something is happening. All these villains, they're released from hell because of Janemba, a monster from that world. Shin Bukata is a solid 3D fighting game that both fans and non-fans of the series can enjoy. Challenge up to 8 high-power warriors, including Broly, Janemba, Pikkon, Cooler, Goku, Vegeta, and more. Wireless multiplayer versus mode. Battle any time, anywhere. And like I said, I'm a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. Back in the day, I tried to collect as many Dragon Ball Z movies and games as much as possible, and I still love it to this day. And the next one up here, Dragon Ball Z Shin Bukata Another Road. What is Another Road? Well, it's actually a sequel based to the first one down there. And it's a what if story. It has this what if story, and Majin Buu appeared in the future world where Trunks came from. You know, the androids invaded, Goku died of heart disease, everybody was killed by the androids. And this game takes you back into that future world timeline where Majin Buu has appeared. So Trunks has to go back in time and bring all the Z fighters back from the past to fight Majin Buu, as well as villains that they've encountered in their time. And to me, I think this is was a huge improvement from the original, because you have more characters and you have more story. You have what if decisions, experience the never before told story of future Trunks as he battles through time to save mankind from a horrific fate. There's Trunks, you have future Gohan, you have Cooler, the older brother of Frieza, Gohan and Deborah, right? Did I pronounce that right? Well, as a huge massive fighting game, and as a Dragon Ball Z fan, I had to play the sequel. And I really enjoyed the story to this game. Spider-Man 3, you know, the same, set in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man Tobey Maguire trilogy, the last movie in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. This is for PSP. I first got this originally for PlayStation 2, then I eventually got it from a GameStop for for my little handheld PlayStation system, and then I eventually discovered the Xbox 360 version because I felt like you can do way more, and the graphics look way different in the Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 version. Every hero has a dark side. Unleash it. Defend New York City from rooftops to subways and sewers. New conquest mode, fight crime, and unlock new skills. Battle New Goblin, Venom, Sandman, and more. Wield the power of the black suit. And let me tell you something, the black suit no matter which version you played, is the best suit to play in. But in this version, even in the PlayStation 2 version, you can only temporarily wear the suit. If you wear it for too long while battling your enemies, it will kill you. Choose 1 or 4 storylines to play, including the movie's plot, which the game's plot follows directly just like in the movie. In a massive New York City, 2 bonus Marvel villains, Morpheus and Shrek, voiced by Tobey, and you had the cast from the movie reprising their roles: Tobey Maguire, James Franco, Topher Grace, and more. Yeah, ever since the first Spider-Man game, set in the Sam Raimi world, they really had most actors, some of them, especially Tobey Maguire, reprising their roles for these games. And I will get into Spider-Man 2 next. Okay. Spider-Man 2 here. Ever since I saw the movie back in the day, years ago, I could not wait for this video game to come out. I've been begging somebody to please get this video game for me. Not only this is my favorite Spider-Man movie, but I also thought the game for the PlayStation 2 was absolutely the best because it was a huge improvement from the first games based off the first movie, where it was a lot more exploration. Like, it was more open world. You can do more activities, but this version of the game, the gameplay is pretty similar to Spider-Man the game, based off the first movie by Sam Raimi. And the game, the plot is definitely similar to the movie. This was actually the first handheld PSP games I ever got from my dad years ago, that one Christmas holiday. Scale new heights, you are Spider-Man, web slinging, webs, scaling walls, and performing combos in an attempt to protect New York from dangerous deeds like Doc Ock and other classic villains. And I feel like this is a more kind of an alternate version of Spider-Man 2, the game. And these games also included villains never even seen in the movies that were almost going to appear, but unfortunately were canceled or scrapped for other ideas. And you even got, like I said, in my Spider-Man 3, most of the actors from the movies reprised their roles. Face off Doc Ock and other Marvel villains like Mysterio, Shocker, Rhino, and Vulture. Unleash powerful new combos, plus swing, crawl, jump, cocoon your foes. Oh, yeah. I know what that means. You can actually web up your enemies until they turn into a giant web cocoon. That was pretty fun to play. So yeah, Spider-Man 2, and it's based off of one of my favorite live-action Spider-Man films, Mortal Kombat Deception. Well, on this version of the PSP games, it was titled Mortal Kombat Unchained, but still, it's the PSP version of Mortal Kombat Deception released on PlayStation 2. This was the first, actually not the first. This is the 6th Mortal Kombat game in the franchise after Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Onaga. He's actually, in my opinion, one of the best Mortal Kombat villains. Yeah, that Mortal Kombat logo. Yeah, the back here, there's Baraka, Kitana versus Goro, Jax versus Kenshi, Shao Kahn versus Liu Kang. This game had like some of the best mini games. You had the really good conquest mode. You had the fun chess combat where it's actually playing chess with Mortal Kombat characters, and you have puzzle combat. This version has a couple of 6 additional characters that were not included in the PlayStation 2 version: Kitana, Jax, Frost, Blaze, Goro, and Shao Kahn. Battle your way to the top in the all new interest mode. I don't know. Multiple fatalities, horror kills, and interactive backgrounds, including brutal death traps. And let me tell you, those were really a lot of fun in this game. It will consume you. An ancient evil has returned from beyond death and threatens the very existence of the realms. Will the champion of the Elder Gods have the power to defeat this threat, born of deception? Yep. Oh yeah, I have been a huge fan of Mortal Kombat for a very long time. I played about every single Mortal Kombat game that we can think of, from the very original up until Mortal Kombat 11. Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection, the more PlayStation PSP version, PlayStation Portal I don't know how to pronounce that last name. But this is actually the PSP version of Tekken 5. If you're watching this video, let me know down in the comments down below. Are you a Tekken fighting game fan or just a massive Tekken fighting game? Are you a massive fighting game? What are some of your favorite fighting games? Please let me know down in the comments down below. But this is Tekken 5 Dark Resurrection. The PlayStation mini version of Tekken 5 that came out for PlayStation 2. There's my favorite character there, Jin Kazama, and his dark side version, or should I say his devil form, Devil Jin in the air. I am a massive fighting game fan. I remember when Tekken 2 came out, that was one of my introductions to the world of PlayStation. And as a fighting game fan, I remember playing with my cousins. I remember playing with my friends all those years ago, playing against each other, and even some family members. Whether it was fun or frustrating, it was always a great experience because I get to pretend to face an opponent and learn cool moves. And I also enjoyed the whole story with some of these characters are doing in the world of Tekken. They participate in an Iron Fist tournament for prize money or win over a company. But they're here. That's Jin Kazama and Devil Jin. 2 other characters back here is Lily and Sergei Dragunov. The power of the greatest fighting destiny in the palm of your hand. Dark Resurrection has arrived on PlayStation Portable system. Fight with new characters Lily and Dragunov, and other favorites including Jin, Heihachi, and Armor King. So customize with your twice the items and share your creation using ghost features. And you have a bowling mode in this game. There are some fun mini games. Yeah. Oh, this was awarded for best overall fighting game of the year 2006 and best PSP fighting game for the year 2006. I love fighting games. So the last one here is Marvel Nemesis, Rise of the Imperfects. You have here Spider-Man, Iron Man, Hazmate, Captain America, Bridge, and Johnny Ohm. The story in this game was there's an alien invasion looking for sources to fight against a war. This is well, there's really no story in this version. You have to go and play the PlayStation 2 version. But this is to me an underrated Marvel game that was developed by the EA until their contract expired. Let me remind you again, the story is this group of aliens. They come to Earth looking for source material and help fight against invaders on their world. Yeah, Venom, Spider-Man, Captain America versus Doom, Iron Man versus Bridge, Wolverine and Johnny Ostrom, or Johnny Ohm. Yeah, Hazmate, you have Elektra, Wink, The Thing, Venom, Solera, Magneto, and Fault Zone. You can play some of these fan favorite Marvel characters and go a couple of rounds, but you have to get the PlayStation 2 version in order to play the story. And here, you just fight. There's no story in the game. Let me know down in the comments down below. Have you ever played Marvel Nemesis for the PlayStation 2? Rise of the Imperfects? Let me know. Alright guys, I'm ready to show you guys my PlayStation 3 games, and starting off, this is Batman Arkham City. And this has to be one of the best Batman games ever created. I have Batman Arkham Knight for PlayStation 4, and this version here has all the downloadable content, and it's open world where Batman is in this city full of prisoners. And must own. This got Game of the Year. It has all the downloadable content. I want to bring this over to PlayStation 4. No escape from Arkham City. And look, there's Robin, there's Harley, there's Joker, there's Batman flying around. You got all this bonus content here like Harley Quinn's Revenge, Catwoman pack, Robin and Nightwing bundle packs, Arkham City skins, challenge maps, including Batman Year One digital movie. In the heart of Gotham City, home of its most violent thugs and famous supervillains with the lives of innocent civilians at stake, only one man can save them and bring justice to the streets: Batman. And just to open it up for you guys, you have that disc, developed by Rocksteady. This is the Game of the Year edition. All the downloadable content ever released for this game is on this disc. And I would love to play the Arkham games all over again on PlayStation 4 or maybe 5. These are huge detective games where you feel like you really are Batman. You have all detective skills, you're flying around, you're talking to, you have a lot of combat, and the story is good, where Batman is in a city full of criminals and he has to clear the whole town up and something like that. Oh yeah, the main plot is where Joker has been poisoned and he needs a cure and he's dying. Batman must find him and stop him before he causes any harm. Next up here is a prequel Batman game to the Arkham games from Arkham Asylum, Batman Arkham City, and Batman Arkham Knight. But this is a prequel, Batman Arkham Origins. It's set around the time of Christmas, and Batman has to go into Gotham City and fight all his enemies. And the game pretty much continued the same mechanic games from the other Batman games, which I think I heard this game got a lot of bad glitches, but thankfully when I got this game, I have no issues with the game. There were no background glitches or anything like that. You can even use the bat plane to ride around. You can go to the bat cave in this game. And here's your back. Multiplayer leaderboards, lobby matching, messaging friends, voice chat, add-on content, trophies. Your enemies will defend you. Black Mask Assassins. Proud through the streets of Gotham. A world of firsts. There's Batman versus Deathstroke. Expand your I don't know how to pronounce that. But Batman throwing his batarangs at one of the Black Mask's thugs, I think. So yeah, this is a prequel game to the amazing Batman Arkham games. Cut there. Next here, Tekken Tag Tournament 2. And like I said earlier, I'm a massive fighting game fan. I think it's probably my favorite genre of video games because you get to learn new moves, you play your favorite characters, and all of that. But this is Tekken Tag Tournament 2, and on the front here is that beautiful, sexy Anna Williams and her sister Nina. And you can, I'm gonna open this up quick. There's your disc. You have the disc manual. You can actually switch the cover work here. And there's a Heihachi Mishima and Jin Kazama. So Tekken Tag Tournament 2 here is, if you've been a long time fan of these fighting games, well, this game has every last character you can ever think of from the very past of Tekken games. It has probably, in my opinion, one of the biggest roster of any Tekken games so far. And as of yet, we have yet to get a third Tekken Tag game. And Tekken 7 has been out for quite a couple of years. Look here, it says best-selling fighting game franchise of all time. So yeah, Tekken Tag 2. You can pick two of your favorite characters, or go into arcade battle run, or play online solo. And you can choose any of your characters that you like. And my favorite character is Unknown, the alter ego of Jun Kazama, the mother of Jin Kazama, who was originally Unknown, was supposed to be the dead sister, but that was scrapped. And I also love playing Anna Williams, and you can customize your favorite characters. They can look way different. You can even customize your females in their bikinis. Pretty funny. 3D compatible game. Yeah, the Namco logo. And like I said, it was actually the Tekken 2 that introduced me into the world of PlayStation, and I've been playing the Tekken fighting games ever since, for years, and to this day. I still to this day like to go back and play this game online. I got this as a gift. And I'm going to take a moment to show you guys the other Tekken games here. Tekken 2 for PlayStation 1, my childhood. Tekken 3, the original Tekken Tag Tournament game. Childhood, Kazuya Mishima. Tekken 4. Tekken 5 for PlayStation 2. Tekken 6 for Xbox 360. I think I might bring this over to PlayStation 3. Need for Speed Rivals. You can race, you can get into pursuits, you can play as a cop or a regular racer and ride around, all that kind of stuff. This is a racing game. I remember playing Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit for PlayStation 1, and it was actually a lot of fun. I actually kind of missed that game. I might bring it back here someday. Play both sides of the low and unique cars gameplay and pursuit tech. Personalize your car and show up friends and rivals. Put your speed points on the line for a big shot at big rewards. Will you cross the line? There's multiplayer in this, so you can actually encounter other racers in the game. You can encounter police. I think the police is the best in these racing type of racing games. I haven't played a lot of racing games. I haven't played a lot of Need for Speed games, but I remember Need for Speed 3 Hot Pursuit for the PlayStation, and this is actually a pretty fun one too. Need for Speed Rivals. A double feature, Final Fantasy X or Final Fantasy X and the sequel follow-up, Final Fantasy X2. I did like 100% of Final Fantasy X. It was the first Final Fantasy game I ever played before on PlayStation 2, and it really wasn't. I never got around to playing the game fully on PlayStation 2, but I decided to get this finally on PlayStation 3 a couple of years back, and its sequel, Final Fantasy X2. These Final Fantasy games must have the best cinematic cutscenes I've ever seen in a video game. Injustice Gods Among Us here, from the creators that gave us Mortal Kombat. Injustice Gods Among Us, I remember the story in this universe is Joker was tricked into killing Lois Lane. No, did I say that right? Joker tricks Superman into killing Lois Lane and an unborn son. Cyborg, Wonder Woman, Joker, Flash, Green Lantern, Superman versus Batman. This is a huge hit surprise. Following the huge success of Mortal Kombat 9, we got a surprising game. Fighting, if you're a huge fighting game, if you like DC, going at each other, Injustice Gods Among Us is up your alley. And I also showed you guys Injustice 2 in that PlayStation 4 collection you go check out. Before we get to the last one, I just wanted to show you guys in my hand both these games, and I hope we get Injustice 3 someday. But both the Injustice games in my hand. This is the first edition, and this is the complete version of Injustice 2. Feels good to have these. Okay, so this last one here, Mortal Kombat 9 Complete Edition. After a long hiatus after Mortal Kombat Armageddon, Mortal Kombat 9 brought the franchise back in 2011. This reboots the continuity of Mortal Kombat, retelling the events from Mortal Kombat's 1 to 2 and 3. There's Freddy Krueger, there's Scarlet, Kenshi, Rain, and this is the PlayStation 3 exclusive. You can play as Kratos from God of War. Sub-Zero versus Scorpion. You know what? I really wish they released this game again for the PlayStation 4 or 5. But yeah, this is the complete edition with every single DLC that was ever released. There's Classic Jade, Raiden, and one of the horror icons, Freddy Krueger. Fatality Lives, the Deadliest Tournament, is back with all the combatants and their unique fatalities. Okay, before we go, I have a few more PlayStation 3 games that I want to show you guys that are not included right here. Transformers Dark of the Moon, WWE 13, and Transformers Fall of Cybertron. Damn, what happened to High Moon Studios? Why did they stop making these amazing Transformers games? And lastly, here are my quick few digitals. First off, here is Dino Crisis, Resident Evil Director's Cut, the original Resident Evil game, Dead or Alive 5, Street Fighter 2, a digital version of Tekken 2, Soul Calibur 5, Spyro Year of the Dragon, Sonic Adventure 2, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, Blood Rain, Marvel vs. Capcom Origins that comes with the original Marvel vs. Capcom game and Marvel Superheroes, Mortal Kombat Arcade Collection, and Jet Moto 2. So yep, that was my entire kind of collection of PlayStation 3 of digital, physical, of the PlayStation 3, PSP. So what did you all think? If you like what you see, be sure to comment down below what did you think of all my titles. If you like what you see, consider hitting that thumbs up and subscribe for more videos like this one. I will be back with more videos. Thanks for checking out this video. I will see you all next time. Later days.